Hey guys, it's Joebizz34 back again. This time I'm doing something a little different. Yeah, check it out. I'm showcasing one of my own figures, one of my own custom, as opposed to doing a Hot Toys review. And I'm going to be doing a lot more Hot Toys reviews because that's fun. But I also figured now that I'm doing videos, I'd start showing my own figures too. And I'm showing you this one first because it's my most recent one. I have plenty to show you. And I'll do some more videos in the future. But this is just to show an example of my love for movies, horror, sci-fi, all that good stuff, and just the hobby in itself. I don't do it for money. There's a lot of others out there more talented than me, and they do it for money, and I get it, and they don't do it just for the love of it, because they do love it, but they also do it to make more than one and sell. And I'm not there yet. I do this, just for fun. I have a career. I have ways of making money. So this is just strictly a hobby for me. So this is just to show that and not anything more than that. This is not to provoke interest or get interest for people to want me to make one. I've done some commission work, along the way. I've gotten little side things here and there for posting my stuff on forums and stuff like that, but nothing major. And I don't know if the day would come that I would get to that point, but I'm not there yet. So anyway, getting back to this figure, this is my behind the mask Leslie Vernon custom. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, you need to get yourself to a video store fast and rent the movie or stream it, Netflix, whatever you got to do. It's not the best horror movie ever made, and it's not one that's as known, but they are working on a sequel. It has a cult following, and I think it really honors the horror genre very well. And when I saw it, it did motivate me to make this figure because the movie basically is about horror icons and how they're just serial killers that basically create this enigma, this backstory to become infamous supernatural killers. They mention Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy. So this movie doesn't just make its own new horror figure, it honors some of the older icons in the movie, basically using them as an example of what this character right here in front of you is trying to accomplish. And that's being the next horror icon. And it's basically like a cross between a movie and a documentary. I call it a mockumentary. And it's very cleverly done. And they are working on a sequel. So I would say if you're a horror fan and you like what you see here with this figure, I would say watch the movie to see what inspired me to create this guy. So moving in really close to his face first, I sculpted this mask. It's not removable. Some have made removable ones, but like I said, my sculpting skills, I'm not like a professional, and I'm not quite there yet. So I sculpted the mask onto the doll head. And you can see I did the hair, the fake blonde hair that's attached, and there's the back of the head, and I made the straps. It's on a True Type, a Hot Toys True Type narrow body. And I felt that by doing it this way for now, I would be able to get more detail on the mask itself and get the look right, because I wasn't worried about making the mask separate from the face, which is a little more challenging. And honestly, I didn't really have interest of doing a maskless Leslie Vernon for now. I think the point was to try to make him really look cool with the look of him wearing the mask. And maybe down the road I'll try again if I get better at this. The shirt is weathered and torn up by me. It's actually a Saturday Toys thermal shirt that comes with the infamous coveralls that everybody's always sought after to do like Michael Myers customs and stuff like that. And the shirt happens to be perfect for this figure. The only thing about it though is that in the movie he's actually wearing a thermal one piece, like a, see, that goes all the way down to his legs. So what I did was I found material. They don't make, at least as far as I know, 1/6 scale thermals that are like a one piece pajama kind of thing. So I created the illusion of a one piece by using the shirt on top and obviously having his denim overalls. These are the Crazy Owner overalls, by the way, that are very hard to find, but I really wanted to find a pair of these to do this custom, and I'm glad I did. I got lucky with somebody selling one on the forums, the Sideshow forums. So I weathered that up, and obviously I put the overalls on him. He's barefoot, so I did create it that way. And what I did was I used the material that I found at Michael's. That's actually a sewing, like a needlepoint material, and the pattern of it just happened to look like the shirt. So I used that to cover the legs and to try to give the illusion. And if you notice, I tried to be very detailed here. I did give the appearance of seeing some of his leg because I wanted the hole effect to match the holes that you see up on top, so that it looks like he's got rips in it all the way down to his feet. There's a hole there too. So I strategically did that so that I tried to blend it in to make it look like, uniform. So it's like it all looks like it goes. And I think for the most part I was successful. I mean, up close, and if you saw it in person, you could definitely tell that the material is a little different, but it was as close as I think I could get to matching that thermal look, to match the shirt up here. And then with a little weathering and coloring, I was able to match the color-ups pretty closely. I created the weapon myself. Basically, the weapon started out as the handle, and the hook that you see on top is from the scythe weapon that comes with the Sideshow Jason's Part 7. And I just basically cut the part of it out and then I glued and bent the handle there, the piece between the handle and the blade, to create a replica of the type of weapon he held. It kind of looked like this. It's not perfect. I did sculpt a little bit where the blade meets the stem there, to try to match how it looked on film. And like I said, not perfect, but I think I got pretty close to the look of his weapon. Mohair on top of his mask, I just glued it. And basically the eyes and everything else you see underneath, behind the mask, no pun intended, is from the doll itself, the head that I used, that came with the narrow body of the Hot Toys True Type. And I just sculpted around it and then used the eyes of the doll itself to show behind, so it does look like it's him behind there wearing a mask. As you can see, the back, same thing, weathered it, tried to make it a little dirty and ripped and torn, and there's some, you may not pick up on the camera, but there are some hints of blood in there. There is some controversy of how many holes he has in his shirt, or how, dirty he looks, because, he does have different variations in the movie. And I think this represents him a little bit more towards the end of the film, when he was a little more battle damage, shall I say? I don't know. Anyway, so this is him. I'm really happy. There's to give a shout out, in case Evil Face watches this. I'm gonna lift him up the vase. This is one of Evil Face's decals that I got off him, and if you ever need one, he is the best guy to contact. He's very professional. He's quick with his shipping. His prices are very fair, and I've done business with him before, and I definitely recommend him. And he is always the man to go to if you want a nice looking decal to go with your custom. Or even if you have a commercialized figure but you're missing a base for it or whatever, see him, because he's got, he could pretty much give you whatever you need. So he supplied the decal, and I just literally put this on the base minutes before I did the video. Try to get in on the feet here. It's a little hard with the focus sometimes. There's his feet that I dirtied up. Okay. There's the material for the suit, the one piece underneath, and then the overalls. And once again, and here's some I have as my wallpaper right now on my computer, if you guys can see it. This is you'll see this posted in my thread on Sideshow's Freaks. If you haven't seen my custom thread yet, this is a picture that I took of him with doing a little lighting, having a little fun with the lighting. So there's more pictures of him, so if you look me up, Joebizz34, you can see more pictures of him in my thread for this guy, and many other ones. And just a quick look here, as you can see, there's my Chrome Skull. I'll do a video of him, and I'm just going to go to the left really quick just to give you an idea of how much stuff I have. And a lot of that is stuff I did. And over here is a lot of my Star Wars customs. These are guys I did myself, or customized myself, and I'll go through a lot of these as we go. But in the meantime, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, if you don't know who this guy is, make it your business to, because I think it's a nice horror film. See you guys later. Peace out.